Ever wondered how a bankruptcy filing makes its way onto your credit report? It's a question that carries significant weight, especially if you're navigating financial difficulties or simply curious about the intricacies of the credit reporting system. So, who exactly reports bankruptcies to Experian, one of the three major credit bureaus in the United States? Let's delve into the process. The primary source of bankruptcy information for Experian, and indeed for Equifax and TransUnion as well, is the United States bankruptcy courts. These are federal courts that handle all bankruptcy cases in the country. When an individual or business files for bankruptcy, whether it's Chapter 7, Chapter 11, Chapter 12, or Chapter 13, the details of this filing become public record. The bankruptcy courts maintain electronic databases that contain comprehensive information about each case. This includes the debtor's name, address, the chapter of bankruptcy filed, the filing date, the discharge date, if applicable, and details about the debts involved. Experian, along with the other credit bureaus, regularly accesses these public records. They have systems in place to identify new bankruptcy filings and updates to existing cases. This information is then meticulously processed and incorporated into individual consumer credit reports. It's important to understand that Experian doesn't independently investigate or verify the details of a bankruptcy filing. They rely on the official records provided by the bankruptcy courts. Their role is to collect, organize, and report this public information accurately. Beyond the courts themselves, there isn't another entity actively reporting bankruptcies to Experian in the same way that a lender reports your payment history. However, there are other parties involved in the bankruptcy process whose actions indirectly contribute to the information Experian receives. For instance, the bankruptcy trustee, appointed by the court to oversee the case, files various documents and reports with the court regarding the administration of the bankruptcy estate. These documents become part of the public record that Experian can access. Similarly, creditors who are listed in the bankruptcy filing are notified by the court, and their involvement in the proceedings is also documented in court records. While these entities don't directly send information to Experian for the purpose of credit reporting, their interactions within the legal framework of the bankruptcy case generate the data that Experian ultimately collects. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, governs how credit bureaus like Experian can collect, use, and report credit information, including bankruptcies. The FCRA sets specific guidelines regarding the accuracy and permissible retention periods for bankruptcy information on credit reports. For example, Chapter 7 bankruptcies can typically remain on a credit report for up to 10 years from the filing date, while Chapter 13 bankruptcies generally stay for 7 years from the filing date. The U.S. bankruptcy courts are the primary source that makes bankruptcy information publicly available, and Experian, like other credit bureaus, accesses these records to include bankruptcy filings on consumer credit reports. While other parties are involved in the bankruptcy process, their actions contribute to the official court records that Experian relies upon. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.